I want to move on to the talks between Sir Keir Starmer and Donald Trump. They've discussed having ongoing and productive trade talks. Obviously, this is after Trump unveiled his 10% tariffs on the UK and a higher 25% rate for imports of cars, steel and aluminium. Is the hope that Sir Starmer will be able to reverse some of those, or how do you think those two will get on?
So it's been interesting that we've been seeing a drip feeding of this kind of impending deal between the UK and the US on the trade front, and it's certainly something that Keir Starmer's PR team are really trying to push because, like Boris Johnson, when things are not going great at home, you try and get a win on the foreign affairs front. He did the same with Ukraine, and Keir Starmer is now trying to do the same with the US. The reality is, though, we keep hearing about this wonderful deal. When Keir Starmer and his government primarily are really trying to cozy up to the EU, which Donald Trump doesn't have a lot of patience for. So I don't have a lot of faith that there's going to be some great deal in the making. And we also know that the American government, according to what they're saying, has over 70 countries lined up trying to make a trade deal with the US. Quite frankly, the UK is small fish in the grand scheme of things. I mean, they're complaining that America's tariffs on our steel industry is going to make us uncompetitive. Guess what? We've done that all by ourselves. We have the highest energy prices in the industrial world. Our steel market is highly uncompetitive because it's too expensive to produce anything here or to employ people here. Net zero is killing us. We've managed to kill off our own industries by ourselves. The American tariffs are not going to do anything for an industry that barely exists in its own right. So there are many things that the UK government has to set right, and looking to Donald Trump to somehow save us with what will probably be not a very good deal on our end is not going to cut it. And Keir Starmer and his government have to do a lot of soul searching. If I had to recommend anything, the probably most horrific thing that's dragging down the British economy at the moment is net zero and our high energy prices, and the fact that our government has said or done nothing about it. And to make matters worse, has made the glorified imbecile that is Ed Miliband, the energy secretary, who couldn't be more detached from reality. He keeps saying that net zero is going to reduce our energy bills. Guess what? Since 2010, the UK has invested over £350 billion into renewable energy, and our energy prices keep going up and up. When, pray tell, are we going to see these cheap energy bills? No one knows.